Hello and welcome back to Patriot Contraptions. Today we're checking out this Vevor mini lathe. So this is just a quick overview video. I'm not planning to do any in detail things today, mainly because I haven't actually had time to play around with this lathe a super lot. I just wanted to introduce it to you guys on the channel and show you what I'm thinking of doing going into the future. Basically, my premise is I want to make some mini steam engines and do some more technical projects here on the channel that involve smaller parts that I'm going to have to machine. So this little mini lathe is going to be part of that, in addition to the 3D printer, which will be the other part to print out the more designs feature of it. The more artistic features will be 3D printed, and the more functional features will be metal lathed and metal milled, hopefully. Still working on the mill side of it. I don't really have a mill yet. So let's take a look at the Vevor mini lathe here, and I'll walk you through what I have it set up with right now, what I need to get set up with, and where we're going to go with it on the channel. So first off, I got this from Vevor directly, so ordered it from them. It was a Black Friday sale. I paid $500 for the entire lathe setup, minus this drill chuck that I ordered extra. That was $25 off of Amazon. And it actually came with this little LED light. That's pretty cool. This actually is rechargeable, so fantastic little machinist light there. Super happy with that. This also can be swapped out to run on, I believe it's AAAs if you pop the battery out and pop the AAAs in. Then it came with some miscellaneous tools and looks like some mounting hardware in there, some feet for the lathe. It came with full metal lathe gears, which is very handy. And we've got an outside chuck, which took me a while to figure out what this is, but this is for chucking on the outside. So you can see there, that's with the jaws on the inside. This is curved so that you put the jaws in the opposite direction and have them on the outside so you can clamp down on a bigger piece as opposed to clamping down on the inside there. Probably not the technical terminology for that, but that's what it came with, and I think it's a pretty cool thing that it has that. Now, moving right down to the front, we've got our aluminum handles. These are a little bit sloppy, but not bad at all. I've had a couple of machinist friends look at this, and they say it's pretty good, actually, for being a manual lathe that you just order off the internet. As far as the backlash in it, it's not bad at all. Pretty much standard for a lathe, I would say. Then we've got our tailstock. This is a Morse 2 taper tailstock, so that means it takes a Morse 2 taper. If you look at this, this is a Morse 2 taper on this drill chuck, and it just slides in, and then you can either crank it in or slide it into the part for drilling. We do have an auto feed on this right here, which allows you to auto feed. I'll show that to you in a minute when I turn it on. And then up here, this is our little dust cover, safety flap. It got broken in shipping, not too worried about it. Flip this up, and it triggers this little latch right there to prevent the lathe from running. Flip it down, and now the lathe can run. That's pretty sweet. Just looking at the quality of this for a minute, I did notice that these wires back here are just protected by this little metal plate, and then up on the top, this is kind of funny here, there is no actual wire seal of any type. Those wires just go in and connect straight to the switch, so you can't actually see the wires. They're kind of a little bit sketchy, but not super bad for a cheap lathe. And the same, if you look back in here, you can actually see the control board is mounted on the inside of this panel, and very easy to see the control board possibly getting some chips in there, so something to watch out for when I'm using this. The switches itself and how to run this, we'll go over that right now. So I have it in the, I have the variable speed model of this, let's say. So right here you have the variable speed function, and then you've got forward and reverse, and then a middle position that I haven't figured out what it's for, because if you have it in this position right here and you hit the on button, it immediately blows the fuse. So I'll put a video of that in here from when I first did it. So, firing up the lathe for the first time. I think what I gotta do is push this on button. And something went, which isn't good. So, as you can see, that's kind of weird, so we're gonna just keep that in the forward position, probably forever. And then when I hit the on button here, this is gonna light up. And then, because you won't be able to hear it when the lathe's on, I'm going to speed the lathe up to full speed. Then I'm gonna slow it back down to probably about 1,000 RPM, hit the auto feed, let you guys see that, and then I'll slow it down all the way and turn it off. So here we go. Hit the power button. You see our LEDs light up, and now I'm going to increase the speed on the lathe. There we go, 2,200 RPM basically. Pretty intense. So I'm going to turn that back down. Go down to right about there, about 1,000 RPM. And we'll engage our auto feed. So you can see that engages the handle. And we're just cranking right along there with the auto feed. Pretty cool. Put this off. And we'll spin it all the way down and then kill the power right here. So that is our Vevor mini lathe. I'm going to be using it coming up, hopefully to build some small steam engines and other a little bit more technical projects on the channel. And yeah, super cool, super excited about this for $500, which is probably the biggest investment I've made in this channel to date. I'd say it's worth it. 500 bucks is not bad for a mini lathe. Even the Harbor Freight ones I've been seeing are about $700. So overall, I'm happy with it. What do you guys think of it? Tell me in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts of projects to do with it, etc. And be sure to subscribe. Every subscriber counts. And I love talking to you guys in the comment section. So you want to leave me a comment? I'll do my best to get back to you. Have a fantastic day. Patriot Contraptions, signing out.